Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Chris's Crochets and Knits. I'm Chris and I've been gone for a while. Let me tell you guys about it. So I have been gone from YouTube for a little under a year now. I got some news last November that there was a goal that I thought I had reached, that the goalpost had moved since the last time I checked in. It turns out that capitalism gets us all in the end. And a plan of how much money you needed to buy a home 5 years ago is not how much money you need to buy a home today. So I need to continue saving up even when I thought I was at my goal. And that's depressing. And I got depressed. Hey, funny how that works. So I didn't crochet or knit for 4 or 5 months. I couldn't keep up the channel. I didn't keep up with pretty much anything in my life except working. I didn't keep up my exercising. I didn't keep up my budgeting. I just took a break from everything, essentially. And that was really hard because I didn't leave myself any of my usual social outlets. I didn't knit. I didn't crochet. I stopped playing games. I didn't spend time online with friends. I just worked and went home. And that was it. For months and months and months. That was it. And I've just started to come back. I got inspired by a couple of knitting channels started popping up on my YouTube. And it kind of got me back into the swing of things. But I needed something that was completely mindless and that I could just do and not even think about it, not even worry about it. So the first thing that I did on my way back in was I made a scrap blanket. It is huge because I have lots of scraps. And this is not all my scraps. So I decided on another scrap project. This one I'm actually really excited about, even though it's going to take me 50 million years. But that blanket didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to take me. I thought it was going to take me months, and it took me like 2 weeks. Because that's kind of how it goes, you know? When you're in the zone, so to speak. But this project is a knit project, so I'm sure it's going to take me forever. And it's also in sock or DK weight yarn. So let me show it to you. To kind of get... Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, look at the vibes. But my goal is to make a floor length scrap skirt. And I even have some potential to make it into a knit dress. So I'm kind of considering that. We'll see how I feel when I get a little closer to floor length, because I think that that's when I'm gonna, get to the point of do or die on the situation. But until then, I'll be thinking about this as a regular little skirt. Well, floor length. So it'll come out looking a little bit scrappy like that. And I've been enjoying finding my colors. I've been enjoying taking different scraps and rolling them up into little balls that I can then use on the project. So I have, right now, I have a little case full of little tiny balls that I'm going to add onto the skirt, perhaps knit dress. And we'll see how that goes, because I'm really kind of excited about it, which is interesting because for the last couple of months I haven't really been excited about anything. I did this little handkerchief, headscarf, whatever it is, in about an hour and a half because I didn't want to wash my hair. I'd be like that sometimes. And that's just how it is. And, you know, you gotta live and get through it and figure out what you're gonna do anyway. But sometimes you just gotta take a break. You just gotta finish the things that you have to finish and then give everything else a bit of a miss for a while. Until you get yourself reorganized, get yourself a cute little makeup case, and then you're off to the races again. And I really think that mental health is one of the things that I was interested in talking about when I first started this channel. My original name for the channel was Chris's Awareness Knits, which was meant to be talking about like mental health awareness or physical health awareness. I wanted to talk about the different things that impact how we craft. But that wasn't sustainable. It just led to me crying all the time on camera. I wasn't even able to publish any of those videos because it was just so sad. I was able to publish a couple of videos where I mentioned different charities or different initiatives that I was interested in, such as the Blue Hat Initiative or Blankets for the Homeless and so on. But none of those initiatives really are working for where I live currently. I currently live in Japan. None of those initiatives are available in Japan. I'd have to ship things to the US, which is prohibitively expensive. And the yen is worth a lot less than it used to be. So not only is it prohibitively expensive, it is in fact even more expensive because the yen doesn't go as far. So everything is becoming progressively more expensive because it's stayed the same price, but the money is worth less, which is the thing, which did not positively impact the financial issue. The thing that caused my depression is that I thought I had achieved a financial goal and that I could buy a house. And I cannot. And it doesn't help that I wanted to buy a house in the US, but I have Japanese money. And also I live in Japan, so a lot of the American lenders want a much bigger down payment than they would if I lived in the US. So, yeah, that's something that I didn't know. Sorry, ADD brain. I've just been circling right now. What was I talking about before I went on this rant about how I was sad? Mental health awareness, talking about different things that we need to be aware of and about people's health and mental health and so on. And that's what I originally wanted the channel to be, in addition to crochet or knitting. But mostly it's just turned into me chatting about what I'm working on and you watching me work on it for a little while and then thinking about what I'm going to do next and saying goodbye. And that's pretty much all it is, how this turned out to be. So, time for part 2 where you watch me do a little bit of crafting. So real talk, guys, I have no idea how to make knitting look good on camera. I hope that that was good. I don't think it is, but hey, artists never think that their art is any good anyway. Like, I've gotten so many compliments on this handkerchief, and I hate it. I think I did such a terrible job. I think it was the first time I ever did something like this, and it's awful, and I hate it. And that's how I feel about everything I do artistically. Even it's, oh my god, don't even get me started. But yeah, so hey, I don't know how to make knitting look good on YouTube. And it's not like there's any tutorials like how to make circular knitting look good in a video. Anyway, let's talk about something else. So, moving on from my knitting, my next segment is usually about what I'm thinking about doing next. So, one of my whips is it started off as a hexagon sweater, but I've kind of been messing with the ratios because I want it to be mid sleeve, but I want it to be quite long. But I don't want that look that looks like you added a panel to it. I want it to look seamlessly as if it's part of the garment. So I'm trying to figure that out. I've got two pieces. They're about the sleeves are about right. But I'm working on getting the body quite a bit longer. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to turn out in the end, but I am trying my best. So I'm working on that. And I was watching this crafting video today, which is actually what inspired me to make this video. But it was like 35 scrappy crafts. And one of the things was cushion covers. And at work, I'm a teacher, and each one of my students has a cushion that they sit on the floor with when I tell a story. So I could conceivably crochet them all cushion covers. It wouldn't be too hard. It's basically like a hat. One of those like paperboy hats. I don't know what they're called. But it's essentially like a little rounded hat. It's not going to be difficult for me to make. I can make those quite easily. The issue is how many of them I have to make. So I'll have to figure that out, and then how long each will take me, and if I even get started on them in the first place. Not to mention, I have the cushions, but I don't have anywhere to store them. Their current storage situation is untenable. Otherwise known as, they hide behind a closet. And I would rather they be more readily accessible, so that when I do read to the students, that they do have somewhere comfortable to sit that is not the floor or their chairs. I want to create a more inviting, more natural feeling to the story time, because I'm a first grade teacher. And listening to a story from your chair, not fun. My classroom, too small for a carpet. Cushions was the answer I came up with. So yeah, I want to crochet cushion covers, and I want to crochet a box to put the cushions in, like a long rectangle box to put the cushions in. I think that'll come out looking real cute if it's scrappy. You know, something in the same vein as this scrappy blanket, but of course a lot tighter. This blanket is very loosely made, which is why I went so very, very fast. All right, I think that's it for my video today. I'll let you guys go. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, have a nice day anyway. I appreciate you joining me, even though I've been gone for so long. Bye.